Hello everyone. Today we will discuss some basics of GeoServer and Leaflet. In this tutorial we will try to address these questions. How to publish a shapefile with GeoServer, then how to query a published layer using common query language, and then we will make WFS and WMS requests to GeoServer in Leaflet, and in the last we will use CQL filters in Leaflet. So let's start. First of all, you will have to run GeoServer. Going to program files, GeoServer, and to bin directory. Right click on startup and run as administrator. Wait for some time. Remember, you will have to run GeoServer in administrative mode. Otherwise, it will not be accessible. So let's wait for some time. So the GeoServer has been started. Now let's open its home page from the URL. So its home page is opening. This is the home page of GeoServer. Here you can see I am using 8585 port because I have configured my GeoServer on this port. If you have configured your GeoServer on 8080, then you will have to use that port instead of 8585 port. So first of all, I am going to create a workspace. Going to workspaces, add new workspace and give it a name. I am giving it a name of Tricky World and save it. So the workspace has been created. Now I am going to add a store. So going to stores, add new store. For this tutorial, I am using stats boundaries as a sample data. So clicking shapefile, select workspace, Tricky World, and give a name to the store. I am giving it Tricky World underscore store. Now select the state boundaries file, going to GeoServer directory, data directory, data, shapefiles, and select stats.shp file and save it. So the state boundaries shapefile has been imported successfully in the GeoServer. Now I am going to publish it. Click publish. Select SRS, search for 4326 and select it. Change it to reproject native to declared and compute bounding boxes, compute from data and compute from native bounds and save it. So the layer has been published with GeoServer. Now let's check its preview. Going to layer preview. So this is the file, open layers. So this is the preview of the published layer. Now I am going to use filters. Click these three horizontal dots and put your condition here in this field. I am going to check the attributes so that I use those attributes for filtering. So going to its JSON, I am using state name for filtration. So copy this attribute and paste here in the preview. And click apply. So here you can see that the published layer has been filtered out for District of Columbia. You can also use these filters from the URL. So remove this filter and paste it after version. Ampersand, write CQL underscore filters equal to state name equal to District of Columbia and press enter. So here you can see that the layer has been filtered out for District Columbia again. So this is how you can filter out a published layer using Common Query language. In both ways, from here directly or from the URL, you can use SQL filters. Now I am going to make WFS and WMS request from Leaflet. For that, I have configured WAMP server to host the project. You can use IIS or any other server for hosting. So going to WAMP server, this is the project that I have created and this is the code. In these lines, I am importing some necessary libraries. In the top line, I am importing jQuery library, and here in this line I am importing leaflet.css library for styling, and in this line I am importing leaflet.js library. In these few lines I am adding OSM as a base layer to the map. So first of all, I am going to make WMS request. Here I am preparing WMS layer. Now I am going to set the attributes for this layer. Here I will put the URL of the published layer. So going to the layer preview and getting the URL. So this is the layer preview. From here I will copy the URL of the published layer and paste it here. Now here I will give the layer name. So going back to the layer preview and copying the name. So this is the name of the published layer. Paste it here and give it a name. I giving it stats. Save the code and run it. Going to the browser, so here you can see that we have successfully made WMS request and the Vue server returned boundaries of the state. So now I am going to apply some filters to the WMS layer. So I am applying some filters CQL underscore filter colon Then I'm applying filter to the state name equal to District of Columbia. So I want to show only boundaries of the District of Columbia. Save the code and refresh the browser. So here you can see that only District Columbia boundary has been drawn on the map. So this is how we can apply CQL filters to WMS layers. Now I am going to make WFS call. For that, first of all, I am going to comment this line of code and uncomment WFS code. Here you can see I am using AJAX call to communicate with GeoServer. Now I am going to set its parameters. The first parameter is the URL of the published layer. So going to layer previews, I am getting the URL for WFS call. So from the drop down, go to WFS call and select GeoJSON. From here, copy the URL and make it as a first parameter of the AJAX call. Then type name is the layer name in the layer previews. So going back to layer preview and copying the name, paste it here and save the code. Here you can see I am calling a function handle.json. This is a callback function which is called when all the data is retrieved from GeoServer. In this function, I am looping all the boundaries, getting the state name and binding it with the pop-up. So when I will click a state boundary, state name will be shown in the pop-up. So our code is ready and I am going to test it. Go to the browser and run the code. So here you can see we have successfully made WFS request and retrieved all the boundaries of the states from GeoServer. Now I am going to apply a filter to the state name attribute. So here I am applying a filter, comma CQL filter colons state name equal to District of Columbia. Save it and rerun the code. Refresh the browser. So here you can see a filter has been applied and only District of Columbia boundary is showing. So this is how you can apply common query language filter in the WFS call. So that's it for this tutorial. Thank you.